When investing in real estate, there's three key drivers we look for at Reventon: population growth, infrastructure spend, and employment nodes. We can commonly find these in master plan communities. We are now off to speak to the land sales agent in Integra in the suburb of Lucas to discuss what's up and coming in their development.
Hi, my name's Luke Armistead. I'm the land sales agent here at Integra Developments. Basically, in the recent years, I've now been with Integra for just over 5 years, and in my time we've seen prices jump quite significantly, mainly off the back of these a lot of people who are coming out of this metro space, relocating for lifestyle, education benefits and this commuter market which I just touched upon. So as a result, for example, we've seen a 640 square metre block overlooking a park in our most prominent position here in Lucas, for example. Here 5 years ago you would have paid around that 160 to 170,000 for a 640 square metre block. Now that's sort of allotment there, you're looking around the mid-twos for something of that nature. So you've seen in that last 5 years close to 100,000 uplift in blocks and block prices alone. For those looking to invest in Ballarat, there's some fantastic opportunities. Price point for one is so affordable. When you look at so many of the surrounding spaces, whether that be your Melton Rockbank corridors or your Geelong corridors, if you compare those precincts to Ballarat stacks up as so affordable and returns are so strong based upon that. So a very safe investment for those who might be investing for the first time, or very astute investment for those who might be looking to add to an existing portfolio, given the affordability, the strong returns, and ultimately the growth potential that these regional areas do face, with strong economic ties to these health and education industries, as well as a lot of government-based projects that are coming as well too, with things like the Ballarat West Employment Zone, which is bringing further jobs to Ballarat in the long-term space, and GovHub as well too, which is a state government-led project development in the centre of Ballarat, which is bringing 1,200 additional permanent jobs to Ballarat, which is very exciting.
I'm currently standing in front of what used to be known as the Ballarat Civic Hall, which is currently undergoing a redevelopment of $100 million, which will be known as the GovHub, which will be housing organisations like the Victorian State Revenue's Office, Vic Roads and other government departments, which is currently having over 1,500 construction workers, which will be housing over 1,000 government employees. This is absolutely huge for Ballarat. Two of the largest employment sectors in Ballarat, the health and education sectors. And when you're looking at health, the Ballarat Hospital is undergoing a $461 million redevelopment. And when it comes to education, Ballarat's in a league of its own, having two universities, one housing over 25,000 students, and a number of other good schools on TAFE, just like the one I'm standing in front of, the Ballarat College.